we are providing public access both in the courtroom and also online. And first going to call out of order, we have People v. Kevin Sparks, 25-93347 FH. I discussed with counsel. We had a pending motion and docket call. The prosecutors filed a nollie of that case because of some federal court decisions that impact that. And so the court has signed that. So that case is dismissed. Bring in Mr. Funk. All right, Mr. Funk, good morning again. We're here for an arraignment and People v. Christopher Golbeck, filed 25-93359 FH. We've got Mr. McLennan for the people, Mr. Funk for the defendant. Mr. Funk and his client are appearing by Zoom video. Mr. Funk, have you had a chance to review the charges with your client?
Yes, sir. I've got them sit right next to me.
Do you or he wish to have those allegations read into the record?
We waive the reading, Judge. Thank you.
And how does your client wish to plead to those charges?
He stands mute to these charges.
Well, under a plea of not guilty on your behalf, Mr. Golbeck. And Mr. Funk, is a forensic center referral requested in this case?
No, sir. It's not appropriate.
What would be the estimated of the trial?
But you mean the time to try the case?
Yeah, the estimated length to try the case.
1 day, Judge.
Okay. We'll schedule this for a docket call on September 8th at 9:30 in the morning. And I would allow Zoom appearances for you and your client if you so choose, Mr. Funk.
Thank you very much, Judge. I appreciate that.
Anything else for purposes of scheduling from the defense, Mr. Funk?
No, sir.
From the people, Mr. McLennan?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set today then.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
You too. And let's call People v. Theodore Beck, file 25-93365 FH.
Morning, Your Honor. Matt Wood on behalf of Mr. Beck.
Morning, and we're here for an arraignment. Have you had a chance to review the charging document with your client?
We waive its reading, Your Honor, and stand mute as to the charges.
All right, well, under a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf to those charges, is a forensic center referral requested?
It is not, Your Honor.
What's the estimated length of the trial?
Probably 2 days, Your Honor.
Schedule this for a docket call on September 8th at 9:30 a.m. Now, I also, Mr. Beck, have to arraign you on a show cause. It is alleged that you have violated the conditions of your bond and are therefore in contempt of court by having contact with the complaining witness in this case. You have the right to have a hearing on that allegation where your contempt would need to be established by proof beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to the assistance of your lawyer at that hearing. If you are found, and you can present evidence in your own defense and question any witnesses presented against you. If you are found to be in contempt or admit to the same, I could order you to serve up to 93 days in jail and or pay a $7,500 fine. Separately, if I believe that you're not complying with the conditions of your release, I can revoke that release. And Mr. Beck, do you understand the rights that you have and the possible penalties?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Voigt, do you know how he wishes to plead with contempt?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll enter a plea of not guilty to that and schedule that for a bond violation hearing at the same date and time. And if you could please let Mr. McLennan know whether your intention is to have a contested evidentiary hearing or not that day, that'd be great. Or if there's no further violations and the parties just want to continue to track it, I have no objection to that as well. Now this was set for a show cause. Mr. McLennan, are you asking for any revisitation of bond?
No, Your Honor.
All right, and I did talk with counsel before we went on the record. My understanding is that there is an agreement that there would be a slight amendment to the bond to include no contact with two additional persons. Is that right, Mr. Boyd?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And that's right, Mr. McLennan?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so we're not going to put those persons' names on the record we're streaming to YouTube right now. I did receive those names, and we'll put that on the new bond form. And Mr. Beck is aware of who those persons are.
He is, and he will sign the necessary bond paperwork to reflect those changes, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Beck, I want to impress upon your mind that having any contact with any of these folks is a serious violation, only because the contact in this allegation appears to have been unplanned and momentary. Is it that's the only reason why you're going to walk back out of this courtroom this morning?
Yes, sir.
If you were to have any further contact with that person or any contact with these two additional people, I won't hesitate to have you defend this case from inside the jail cell. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're all set today.
Thank you, Your Honor. Judge, what will you need to hang around to sign that?
No, because we'll have to prepare that out of the Sheboygan office, I think, today.
Thank you.
Mr. Vogler, I've got Mr. Darga, I think, from the jail here. All right, up next, we have an arraignment and People v. Ray Darga, file 25-93366F8. Mr. Darga is appearing from the Crestfield County Jail. Mr. Vogler, have you had a chance to review the charging document with Mr. Darga?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you or he wish to have its allegations read?
No, neither case.
Is there more than one? I've only got one case up for.
Yeah, 6-6 and 6-7. They have 6-7.
I don't have the 6-7.
I got some documents here for you, Your Honor. We're gonna enter a plea this morning based on an agreement. However, I do want to be sitting next to Mr. Darga when we do that.
Okay, do you want us to bring him up? Because we're going to need to get.
Well, he said he'd prefer to stay there,
Okay,
so I'll
that's
go down.
I am going to need to have the court file in
Okay.
to the 6. Yeah, let's go off the record for a second.
All right, let's talk about that. Judge Aaron J. Gauthier ran this docket with the steady hand of someone who's seen just about every procedural curveball the courthouse can throw. He was calm, measured, and efficient, but also made sure to give clear explanations so no one walked out wondering what just happened. First up was a quick dismissal in People v. Kevin Sparks, wrapped up in about the time it takes to find your Penn Federal case law changes had shifted the landscape, so that one was out. Then came People v. Christopher Golbeck with Mr. Funk, appearing via Zoom alongside his client. Golbeck stood mute legal speak for letting your attorney do the talking while you plead not guilty. The judge asked about a forensic referral, got a no sir from defense counsel, and in less than a minute we had a trial date. It was as clean a scheduling conversation as you could hope for in a courtroom, and the tone stayed professional and businesslike throughout. Next up, People v. Theodore Beck added a bit more texture. Beck's attorney, Mr. Voigt, waived the reading and entered a not guilty plea, But then things shifted to a separate show cause hearing over an alleged bond violation. The allegation? Contact with a complaining witness, something that can put a quick end to your bond status? Judge Gauthier laid out Beck's rights and the potential penalties with precision, and you could tell he wanted it understood this wasn't a suggestion. There was a brief discussion about whether the bond needed to be revisited, but both sides agreed to just amend it, adding 2 more people to the no-contact list. The judge kept their names off the record, noting the hearing was live-streamed to YouTube, which was a nice touch for privacy. Then came the warning. The only reason Beck was walking out that day was because the contact seemed unplanned and brief. The judge made it abundantly clear that any repeat would land him right back in custody. Beck understood, and the matter wrapped up without any courtroom theatrics. Finally, People v. Ray Darga brought us to the Presque Isle County Jail, virtually at least. Darga appeared from custody, and his attorney, Mr. Vogler, indicated there was actually more than one case in play, though the court only had one in front of them at first. That little paperwork hiccup led to an off-the-record pause, so everyone could get on the same page. Nothing flashy here, just the kind of behind-the-scenes procedural coordination that's more common than you'd think. The atmosphere throughout was calm and orderly, with a touch of informal rapport between attorneys and the bench, but always within professional bounds. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read everyone.